Here comes that push onto the B site. Amanek able to deny that bomb on short. Vico's still sitting back, and Amanek makes it another kill from the bomb site. It's only Shiro left. He's in the back lines, and he's got the first frag.
Bomb down short, obviously, by the play of Amanek pushing through the smoke has put a bit of a problem into the works here. Shiro in the clutch. We talk about his clutches. It's been the talking point coming into DreamHack Masters, and now Shiro needs to look to find him. Spots Amanek down short. The headshot landed. Looking for the second to start off DreamHack Masters best of threes with a clutch in for Shiro. Low HP on Jax, but he hits the headshot. G2 up with the pistol. 1-0 on the board. Setting up, he's trying to run down, try and get a bomb plant here, but Jax is under a little bit of pressure, but he's got Hunter over here to help him out. The MP9 looking to mow them down, and Jax and Hunter coming in with the picks. Shiro and Axel shouldn't be getting dropped momentarily. Glock gets involved, Jax finally getting rid of Shiro, but Axel's coming with a headshot. He's looking for a follow-up. Couldn't quite get the bomb plant there for Gambit, but it is cleaned up. It's 2-0 up for G2 at the start of Mirage. Now Inter is starting to run forward. Smoke down in front of him as he climbs atop the wood. There's a player in below him. The play that started off this round well for G2, but the peek up from Nico up to the upper wood play. And now the bomb running its way back over to the site on B. It's Hobbit. There's only 10 seconds left to make this play work, and Jax, he just needed to hold, but he goes down to Hobbit. Shiro catching Hunter, and they get to the site just in the nick of time to get the bomb down. It's a 2v2 coming in for Nico and Nexa on the retake.
Hobbit was thinking of going aggressive, but he's just going to stick close by. 2 players low on either side, and Hobbit's going to try and use this off angle.
Well, Hobbit, I couldn't get it. Nico was faster, and now it's just Shiro again. 1v2 clutch for Shiro with the AWP. He'll miss the first shot. Now in behind cover, looking to try and follow up and reset onto Nico, who's just jiggling for the info, but he hits the shot. And now 1v1 up against Nexa. He's down to 3 HP over here for the G2 player. And he'll be pushing forward, finds Shiro, and yet another 1v2 going in favor of G2 as well in terms of the kills, but Gambit, they've held on, and the time is tuck, and it is too much to handle for G2, too little time to get back into the site, as Gambit will take their first round on the board. Fights will certainly ensue here with G2. Nexa further back, Jax in front of him. He was the USP torn out of the round, and Axel follows up with follow-up headshots. He's having a great time here, Axel. 4 kills in the round, and now it is just Amanek left alone with the AWP on the other side of the map. Axel's having a field day against these G2 players there.
When Amanek is in some trouble, maybe not too much trouble though. He's got the first shot with the AWP, so hopefully for his sake he can start to get away. He's going to be stuck behind triple box now, though. The smoke giving him some cover, but Gambit are closing in on his position. This is suffocating Dinko. He's got another kill, and he's just going to try and sit in the smoke. Damage done, and Shiro eventually denies.
Skin Club, make the right choice.
Towards this A side of the map, and Inters is about to walk up into the Palace halls, and Amanek, he's around the corner. It might just be a duel here for Inters, and he's going to win it. So early advantage for Gambit, but that might force him to go for this A play, and they're going to run on in, but there's still 2 players inside of the Ninja boxes. They're going to double up together, and Nico plays in front, goes to the fight, but Axel immediately snaps his neck. But will they expect the second player to be there? Hunter is still in behind this, but Hobbit spams it, he predicts it, and he gets the follow-up kill. So Gambit, being methodical, leaving no stone unturned, has got them onto this A site. And even though they had the strength in numbers, G2 having to pull off the retake, and Nexa is the man doing that right now. He's pulled it back into the equilibrium of a 2v2.
Can't spot that player on Tetris immediately. He has an idea that there might be a man there. Jax sneaking close to Connector. Uses the flash to his advantage. Out goes Nexa looking for the fight. Finally finding it. But Shiro is the one man remaining. The bomb tapped, but Shiro's going to stand strong in the open and land the final shot. 4-2 lead for Gambit, and yet another clutch added to Shiro's collection. Nexa might get some assistance from Jax. It's not going to come soon enough, especially when he turns away. That might just put this round to bed already. Jax is in position, but he's got to do a hell of a lot with the Deagle here, and there's still utility remaining. They're not even going to use it, though. Just taking the fights and winning all of them.
Yeah, just winning every fight, keeping it clean. And that is going to allow to build the economy, and the likes of Inters and Axel and the rest of the squad are getting flush with cash very quickly here. And Hunter, well, he's on the extremities of the A side, just further back in Palace, and Inters is not even going to let him get close as he takes him down with the AWP. Execute out flashes coming out of the ramp, and Axel, he will be this front man as Amanek. He's on default boxes with the AWP. It's a difficult position to maneuver around, but he's been able to find one in a second coming in. He goes for the repeat, but couldn't quite find Shiro. Nafny's walking his way into the B site. There has been an aggressive play from Jax. He thinks it's clear, and he could catch off Shiro, trying to get back over to the B site. It's going to be a straight-up fight between Shiro and Jax looking the wrong way, flicks back, hits the dink, but Shiro wins the fight. And now Nafny's aggressive position could find Hunter, and it has. That's an important pick to find, because now it puts them in a situation where they're even. And Shiro's timing is just missed out there on Nico coming up with the flank, and he's going to hear those footsteps. Tries to deny the bomb from getting into the B site, but couldn't quite find the angle in time. Nico checking all of the close angles. Eventually will have to go as this time takes on, and the little peek up from Shiro gathers that info. And he's going to be looking for this headshot. Grabs Nico, plays the position to perfection, and now Nexa left out. Two players, completely different positions. Bomb is still top middle for Gambit, and two players poised outside of ramp and Palace, but one inside of connector right now for Gambit. This A picture certainly could come through, and Hobbit's found the opening pick. Amanek getting involved with the AWP. And Inters is going to try and take that all out of play. They're both aggressive inside of the site, so they need to win this ramp fight. They need some control back, and Inters is not going to allow any of those kills to stand for Gambit. The bomb's still undecided as to where it's going to go, because they've got both sides basically at this point. Hunter is the remaining player up top stairs. They're fighting on both sides of the map, and they don't even need to go for the bomb plank because they just win every fight, Hawker. Amanek spots the foot of a player, so that's some information that there is at least one on towards ramp. But Nafny, like you said, he was the mid-play, and now he's looking to try and take the play up short. It's Hunter that's won in the battle, though, and Amanek getting a kill as well. Next up, finally, his aggressive ramp stance will work out, and G2, they will finally get another round on the board. Oh. Hobbit onto Nico. Able to pick it up, and now the play starts to come into the B side of the map. It's the bomb leading the charge here for Inters. Jax gets picked off, and Hunter, he's just hiding, biding his time as the play comes through. It's the bomb at the front there for Gambit. It's been caught out. The headshot onto Inters landed, and it's now Shiro left alone, tucked up in the apartments, and I don't think this is the clutch he'll be winning this time around. It's 11-4 at the half. Gambit dominate. It's time for a short break, and we'll see if they can bounce back here, G2, in the second half. And while G2 are going to be setting up for the B play, and Inters is the first man up here. Flash ready from his teammate on in. It's Inters with the first pick. Nafny with a great flash, buying a follow-up in as well. And Inters just finds a couple of players blinded in front of him. Amanek and Nexa have done a very good job, though, at getting these trades back in for G2.
Quick plant from Hunter. There is a kit dropped on the site. That's something that Gambit will have to get figured out on this retake, because the smoke is buying a good bit of time here before the retake begins.
Nexa close up. Hobbit's going to try and clear this position, and Nexa, he's not going to be able to land the headshot. Hobbit with the body shots eventually picks up that kill, and now trying to find the player at bench as well. Nico, he's been dropped extremely low in HP, but he has got that cover to play with on bench, and that's keeping him alive at the minute. Axel now trying to get in, but it's Hunter with the follow-up headshots. A much-needed pistol win in for G2.
Flash over from mid, smoke for jungle, and Hunter will lead the charge onto the A bomb site. Not much defense here. Jumping shot from Hunter opens things up. Anthony was hoping to get the flank going, but the MAC-10 makes sure to account for that position. And with the bomb planted, G2 should have this round locked in. It's all a question of how comfortably they can win it.
Yeah, you just want to limit the casualties. You don't want to be dropping any of these weapons away needlessly. And Shiro, he's certainly the player you want to keep eyes on if you're on Gambit, because he had the MAC-10. Looking to try and get some money. Smoke over the top. Simple execute coming in here for G2, looking to just try and force back the defensive players with simple utility. A molly into Ticket, a deep smoke for the top of Con, and they catch him with a flash here. Nafny completely blinded thanks to Amanek's flashbang, and Jax will take that kill all day long. And now Hunter, you mentioned the Hawk, it's all about trying to find some extra cash, and G2 are winning this one cleanly. They're winning it convincingly, and now the name of the game is eliminating every single player, and they've done that effectively. Money picked up, farmed on the MP9, AWP out without doing anything for Gambit. Yeah, big split coming in here. It's G2 mainly coming up short, but they have one prong to the approach from the apartments, and now they start to go through. They're walking right into a stack hulk, and this could get messy if they don't find these initial kills, and they're not finding the initial kills. Axel enters, finding kills on the pistols, and now G2 with a big issue in front of them, and Nico is left alone in a 1v5. They haven't been able to find a single kill up until this point. When you don't get those kills, when you don't flush out the positions and limit the numbers inside of the site, you can quickly fall down. And now they know that Nico's up top mid with the AWP. He's got the important kill, and now he's just hoping that they can take on over, and he will get through into the next one. Early on, G2, they're grouped up at ramp. Will be an aggressive stance from Gambit in towards the ramp, and Nico, we talked about him, he gets the opening in this round. Jack's following up, and now Shiro's under a good bit of pressure. He handles it well, gets back in behind CT.
Put a molly out to the site too to try and slow G2 down, but G2 is slowing down just to use some nades of their own. Inters gets aggressive past the smoke though, and it's straight back to a 3-on-3.
Yeah, Nico taking damage, but he stays alive. 51 HP. Ichi soars on in, and Nico will not stay alive thanks to the spray through the smoke from Axel. He connects onto Nico, enters through the smoke, walking through it this time, connecting onto the head of Nexa. And Hunter, he's going on the big run around. He's got the marathon ahead of him. He's sprinting the marathon. And they're taking their time, still looking at Tetris. They think he's hidden behind, but no one's reading this play just yet. No one's reading for it, and Shiro will spot it if he goes for the peek, but it's down to the defuse close. He takes the first pick, and the defuse is just stuck too long. They took a long time getting onto the defuse, Holka, but it's just a second too late for Hunter to get around the corner. We'll see if he finds success this time. Nico walking out. Hunter trying to get underpass, and again gets caught for it. Nafny's stuck in middle, but he's got the spray away, and he's got support from Axel. They find every important kill, and Axel will turn around for the 4K. Fantastic round out of him. It is his birthday after all, so you've got to hype up those moments. 4Ks.
They had an AWP, they had pistols, and they got completely countered. Nafny nearly caught at mid, but Hunter's able to get close onto Connector, but he's not ready for the re-aggression.
The flash is at the ready here for G2. They're about to pop into the B side. Will they be able to hold on? Shiro, he had an angle, he had an opportunity, but now Axel, his turn to try and strike, and again getting multi-kills. He's up to 26 frags on Mirage. It's a 15-hit scoreline, and Axel has been popping off.
They're going to look to do so at mid. Hobbit is pushed up, so maybe if they can find this angle, there's a chance, but it's slim.
It's a very difficult angle to fight here, especially since Hobbit has that little bit of the curve he can play with, and now Nexa trying to swing out, but he cannot get it done. It's Gambit coming in with a convincing win. 16-8 on the board, looking comfortable, looking strong, and I'm looking forward to seeing Gambit continue in this tournament. They are looking hot to trot. Yeah, we'll smoke up in Nex's face. He's held back behind it, and they're just looking for a couple of these fights. Yet to draw blood, yet to get the first kill for either of these sides. And Inter's in the middle of the bomb train. Pressure's certainly on. Fights all over the site going in, but Nexa finally getting first blood. Nafny walks through the smoke, doesn't see Nexa on the elevated position, and his trades back and forth, but Nico grabs the advantage for a short while before Shiro swings out for the double peak on the P250. A 3v3 again as G2 start to make their way through. Post-plant positions are pretty solid for Gambit, but they're trying to get another kill to be a bit more comfortable, and G2 are winning those fights up until this point. Shiro and Hobbit bouncing back into it, and with that time ticking on, Shiro's done so much, and Hobbit from upper could have just hidden away, but instead lands the final blow to the head of Jax. A little bit of utility available to be sprinkled across the team. Trying for the pop dog fight early, but it's Axel running out with a MAC-10. It's been stopped early on into the round. Enters atop the blue train, finds himself the trade kill into combat that pushes forward from the pistols. Not really working out now as Gambit, they've drawn it back into the 3v3. And Hobbit finding Nico definitely turns things in Gambit's favor, but look at the push from Hunter. Straight up Ivy, he could get in behind them. Hobbit's definitely aware of this. In fact, they are dropping back, and Hunter's not going to be ready for sure. Just looking at him right now, he's going to take his time. He has to be careful. The timing needs to work out perfectly, and it has so far for Hunter. He's using the cover wall. He hears the footsteps of Shiro. He goes for the timing. That's the bomb dropped, and Hunter nearly getting a chance onto the second player who can quite double up. So now it is all on Nexa. 1v2. Low HP on Hobbit. Nafny's been tickled down to 77 as well, so this Deagle certainly has a bite. We'll see if he can win the round off of it.
Ooh, shots to the body, and Hobbit so low on health at the end that he just about survives on a slither of health.
Running deep into the B site. They've got so much control here, Gambit. With the passive setup right now from Nexa and Amanek, they give up so much of the site.
Yeah, they've just conceded the bomb plant. Nexa could do with an early kill, and that nade should get it. It's actually Nico's nade that lands first, but it is the man advantage that G2 wanted for the retake.
Yeah, Nico stealing it away, but look at Axel. He's trying to get the flank, he's trying to get the lurk, but Hunter, he stayed there. He's waited for that moment, and Axel's been brought out. And now it is going to be a 4v3 with Gambit down in the post plant. G2, they may have the man advantage, but they've still got to move forward, and Nexa is going to do exactly that. Nafni drop Nico, hitting the headshot on Hobbit, and now it is all onto the Clutch King, Shiro. The time is ticking. He can delay them from getting onto the site. He's hit one, and there's no time. Shiro wins it out, and just not enough time to get back into the site there for G2. And G2, they've got to feel like they probably should have had a few rounds now on the board.
This game is still teetering on a knife's edge, though. If they win this, they still reset Gambit.
And while Inter's running deep in, Nexa quick on the MP9, and they dive deep into this B site. Is Nexa playing from Summit, gets a second kill on the MP9. He's doing work with the weakest weapon in play, and he's gonna go and try and follow up. Weak guns can do big things, and it's a follow-up. That's the bomb dropped onto the floor, and everything is working out for G2. What a round from Nexa, holding on with the MP9, and the rest of the cavalry arrive.
Unfortunate not to get that kill, but nonetheless, Gambit will look for more. Hobbit finds that favorable fight.
And Hunter's torn out, but Inter's following up with the HE credit, and now it gets messy for G2. They're down into a 3v3. And it's certainly winnable here for Gambit. We know they can pull these kind of rounds off. So for G2 with 20 seconds left, it's all about making sure that you patch up the hold. But Shiro so down quick on the deagle. Nico getting a double kill though, and that's the bomb down. And now it becomes Inter's in a 1 versus 2 clutch. Gonna try and just land the shots and won't happen for him. Yeah, he's AWPing here as well. It gets very interesting to see if this is gonna work out for him. Hobbit's right above him right now. The smoke, he lands on his head. Amanek misses the shot and Hobbit comes in with a kill. Oh, that is risky from Amanek and it has not paid off. And now Gambit, they've got a free opening into the B site.
Hobbit's just Goomba stomping his way onto the B site. Great start.
Russia love that one.
And now they get the bomb down, and there's not that much utility for G2 this time. The Molly's not going to arrive in time. They need an early kill, and they need it now.
Oh, well, Shiro deep down into the site finds Jax, but he's still got to deal with more coming towards him. Gambit, they had the man advantage, and Shiro is following it up. He's not too far off landing the shot there on Hunter, but it's Hobbit who has found that secondary op of Amanek that was lying up there. The rest of his team delivering, and now Jax going up the ladder, Itchy down. Jack's going to be netted from the backside, down to 54. Now the play out Ivy from Axel needs to deliver, and it's not happened. Amanek and Hunter finding the important kills, and now the walk into B must come.
Amanek loves this close quarters AWPing apparently, sitting behind the smoke. This time the no-scope lands, but Shiro is going up close himself. It's basically a shotgun battle, but Amanek scopes in, spots him on the edge of the smoke, and this time Amanek's close quarters AWPing pays off. Early nades this time from G2 deny the aggression, but Gambit have a couple of players at the ready.
Nafni, he'll try and go, but all these early duels are going in favor of G2. Inters finally gets one for Gambit, but it's just a molly kill and nothing that'll really affect the outcome of the round. Shiro tries his best to climb the ladder, but he will walk out of it with just the 1 pick. He's got to play off of his positions very well right now. Gambit going to be pushing him on all fronts. Nico has to get lucky with some timing, has to be able to land every shot, and he's not even given a single chance. Looking at Ivy as the play comes through. Pop Dog and Hobbit stopping the rotation down the ladder. He gets one. Jax gets away, and there's time to get the bomb plant in. Gambit play it slow, but it's effective in the final few moments. And Amanek starts to back away, realizing that this round has to be conceded, but Nafni might just be the thorn in their side. He might just try and eliminate every single weapon. Amanek obviously has some cash, but just drawing him out of the round is perfect. And the second kill from Nafni is good as well. We head into the last round of the half, just looking to eliminate everybody, get those stats on the board. And Gambit, that information is not very useful for G2, that they have spotted the player upper. Instead, Gambit are going to be going for the drop down. Jax, he throws the smoke down, just saving that utility for the final few seconds, has thrown a bit of a spanner into the works for Gambit. There's now 20 seconds left. Nico's got into the smoke at T-Con. They save the utility for this exact moment, and as it fades away, it's Nico that gets dropped by Inters. And now the play out into the A site. Hunter waiting for his kills with the M4A1S, but he's caught in the backside by Nafni, and Jax gets dropped on. Time is of the essence. happens. Nexa dropping down on the side. A second kill for him, and he's done it. He's trying to deny the plant, and it's just not coming in time. It's 8-7 at the half. It's as close as you can get it, and it's time for a short break. We'll return for the second half. Or G2 on this pistol. Amanek throwing his smoke out upper. He is the only player over at B, and not for long. He is picked off by Hobbit. Now the play from G2, they're kind of forced to go into for the A play now, and they're going to try and push through Ivy, but Nafny, with the cleanest headshot you like to see, just taking Nexa and Nico out of the pistol. They've got no chance in this one. Gambit finding every fight, finding every kill, and G2, they only manage one in the pistol. They get the info that no one's actually pushing in lower with it, so G2 are coming into the A site via T-Con. They've got an Ivy prone to the approach as well, and their Pop Dog player just got dropped by the MP9 of Nafny, and Gambit trying to figure out where they're coming from. They finally get their answers, and Nafny's having a good round here. He's found the initial kills, but G2, they've shown up, they've answered back, and now does Shiro just left alone. A 1v3 with a FAMAS in 7 seconds. Shiro's gonna try and get in behind, finds Nexa, could deny the plant, 4 seconds. He couldn't quite get the final shots off, and now Shiro tries to cross into the open with the flash. If he committed to the spray there, Alex, I don't even know what world I'm living in.
No one there for G2. They've taken some territory in T-Con and they want to keep it. Hobbit up close, jumped on with the Mach 10 of Amanek. Couple of early kills already, but Intez with the AK tries to peek up over the top and instantly gets denied.
You know, Amanek, I love him, watching him on the SMGs, right? He's one of the most fun players to watch when he's just running around wild on the Mach 10 or the MP9. He just does ridiculous things with them. He's locked out this time, and Axel is now in a 1v3 clutch with the P250. Nico, that's too much off the top right there. It's a miracle that he's got out of that one alive, to be honest. Jax, I thought he had him dead to rights, but not to be. And now Nafny, good flash out. Oh, Amanek cannot get the spray, but continues to spray and gets the kill on Nafny eventually. Great spray control. Great composure under pressure, and now Axel, he's repositioned upper, and he's found the bomb. He's looking for Amanek as well, and he's low. He's just one bullet away from death, but Axel, what a round from him, what damage output he can do. And now Shiro and Inter is trying to win out the 2v2 to put Gambit on double figures, but it has to be Shiro. They call him the Immortal King here at DreamHack Masters. We'll see if he can clutch it out in the 1 versus 2 clutch. 35 seconds still in play, bomb not down. That does give time for Shiro to reposition.
One shot would have done it, but he was able to just about use the train as cover. Amanek's even going to die with the bomb because he was that damn low.
I don't really know. G2 have looked really good on this T side so far.
Nico dropping straight down.
Wow.
Nafny's ready for it, though. Flying around the corner, free orb into his hands. He gets another one. Hunter drops down, and out of nowhere, Gambit have given themselves a great chance. They've still got to convert it, though, because it's only a 4-on-3, and G2 are moving out onto A.
And Nexa climbing the blue train, 25 seconds, timer on the play here. Nexa getting one. Only the one though, and they haven't been able to follow up for G2. They're just getting picked apart by Axel. Great hold from Axel. 3 kills picked up, and Gambit finally see 10 rounds. And Shiro's back Oil. We'll see if he can deliver with this AWP. He's being pushed down to the left side of Oil. It's a quick play from Jax, but Hobbit's there as well. They haven't been able to get anything, and Jax doubles up. He looks for a bit more and finally shut down by Nafny. Bomb plant secured in for G2. It's a 3v4, now 2v4 thanks to Nico's shot through the smoke. And you've got a feel for Gambit right there. They hold onto the site, they made the right call, and they just don't get the kills, Hawker. Not yet, at least. And Axel just hiding in behind the dumpster. Hasn't peeked out because of that. Nico.
This could be a fast A play for G2 to try and end it.
The running. And Jax is the front man in the play, and Shiro with one. Run down by the Molotov, the player in front of him. He's extremely low, but Shiro, he's got rifle support, he's got utility support, and this round's better from Gambit. They're getting all of the important early kills, and Hunter backing away. He realizes this one's a non-starter for G2, and Hobbit, he has pushed all the way through the brown holes. Hunter has to be ready, he's got his gun out, but Hobbit still wins the duel. And by Shiro himself, he's also got Hobbit, one of the best inner players in the world. And an aid over the top connects on to Jax. And always frustrating when you get naded out of rounds. I think Jax has been the victim of a couple of those. And here we'll find Amanek just running out, making a solo play. And it's all onto Hunter, trying his best to get onto the site, but it's not allowed. Shiro says no. Gotta fight to get through T-Con. Never mind thinking about the A play. This is going to be deadly for G2. It's going to be difficult. They're going to lose members. And Axel and Nafni trying to double up. Axel going through, only getting the 1 kill. And G2, they win their battles. They win their scrimmages in towards the T-Con area. And now with a 3v3 in play, you are looking at that potential flank coming in from Shiro as well. He switched out to the AK. He's going to try and get in behind. Inters holds off the Ivy play, but Nexa snaps some necks, and Shiro getting out from Pop Dog. It's a 1 versus 2 for Shiro. Now left on the server. Nexa and Amanek, they're low in HP, and they've got 12 seconds, and they can run it to the B site. They've got to run quickly here, though. They've got to get on the plant, and Shiro cannot get the kill. Nexa closes it out. He had big rounds on the CT side. He had huge rounds on the T side. A fantastic performance out of Nexa Hawker.
Let's see if they are ready to do the same against G2, because they are going to have to be ready for this G2 side.
Well, Jax is out long. We'll see if Nico starts galloping like a happy horse for Maniac in this one as Jax starting things off well. It's a double kill on the P250. He's looking for even more as the rest of his teammates just rush up short into the A site. Nafty's under so much pressure, he cannot hold on. And they've been broken apart here in defense for G2. Hobbit and Inters into a 2v4, pushing up into short. Shots whiz past, but it's a double stack from the T side, and Nico is the only one required. 2 kills picked up. Now Gambit, they've got to try and figure out how they're going to play this one. They have got 4 players towards the A site, so they've got the stack over at the right side of the map, but G2 still have that opportunity, thanks to having the tunnels presence, to then walk away from A if they decide there's too much action going on here. You've got Nico stuck in the pit. He's committed to this, but he's finding shots. He's hitting everything. He's going back for more in the USPs, having fun right now. The galloping horse has come striding straight into Dust 2, but Shiro, he's still alive and kicking. And finally, Amanek brings him out of the round. 2-0 for G2. He's outside of long right now, playing anti-flash in the corner, just waiting for them to run out into his long position. Hobbit is ready. They're going to hard clear him though, and Jax is completely ready. He had Amanek there backing him up on the MAC-10. You're talking about how he's just wild when he gets that gun in his hands, and Shiro getting involved. Axel on the lineup, a double kill, 3 kills from Axel. Goodbye G2, Axel holds long.
And a tiny bit of damage done by Amanek. Yet again, G2 look to be lining up smokes and nades into the A bomb site. They don't have to commit here. The A-long is more of a fake. It's Nico on the lurk while his teammates push up short.
Shiro, he'll connect the first. Amanek is down and out. But Hobbit, he's still a threat they've got to deal with on ramp, and he's got cover. He's got a first kill as well. Nexa answering back with a quick headshot, but couldn't quite figure out how to deal with Shiro. And now there's just Nico left alone. 1v4 found by Nafny, and Gambit get themselves a second. Shiro has not missed many of these initial kills, right? He's out long, not really missed any of these short picks, so you're always losing a player, and then it does make it a little bit easier. You soften up the amount of players to deal with for the rifler. And Shiro, when he's not flashed off and he's not neutralized, he's just taking every pick. Hobbit getting involved as well, and Axel wants a piece of the pie, but it gets a little bit too greedy. Down Hunter. Nico running deep into mid. Shiro, bit of a gap to play with in the smoke here for Nico, and he takes out Shiro at the start of the round. That's going to be a 4v4 reestablished. And Nico, I mean, he is really the player that has to make it sing, right? That AWP needs to sing a loud song heading into round 8, and it might just boom its way into B. It's Inters and Hobbit set up in the site, and Hobbit with the double kill from Card. Nexa tries to flush him out. He's done that, but Nafny's come in on his AWP, and he's found the wallbind kill on Nexa. Follow-up shot from Inters, and Gambit with the clean round. Into this round, G2, a couple of players over to B. It's a fast play out long here from Amanek. He's got out, the flashes have blinded him, and he's spotted from Inters.
G2 do have players in B tunnels. They might just try and pounce here. Mid is probably open when the CTs put that much emphasis on long, and they're just going to go for it.
Ooh. I love this quick response. I love the decisiveness from G2 to commit, but they run up the B ramp. The bomb's been stopped. Inters has found a kill as well. Jack's doing his best, but look at Hobbit. He's in behind middle. Axel's peering over the top. Nico's been plucked out of the round, and now it is just Jack's left alone. It is not looking good for the Frenchman. He has got the bomb on the other side as well. Lots of hungry and disciplined Gambit players waiting for their food. They like a little bit of French cuisine. Jax goes out, Axel with the headshot. Nafni, of course, can't see anything just yet, but that smoke will eventually start to fade away. And so is the clock. We're running dry here on sand, and G2 have got to really figure out where they want to go with this one. They've got to commit quickly, and they're going through the mid doors with limited time. This is risky from G2. They need to get the kills immediately, and Hobbit's coming in behind. It's a meat grinder, it's a death machine, and Gambit up 8 rounds. The AK's out as well. And it's a quick play from Jax out long. He's going to look to try and take some of these fights. And again, it is Hobbit winning that initial fight out long. Gambit have been very good at getting the player into the pit, and it's difficult to flush him out. So now Nafni, he's going to be tested. He gets one, but can't pass the second player. Hunter comes in very quickly with the wall-buying reply, and it is a 3v4. A man advantage in play for Gambit.
Behind them, though. They pushed in long.
Has come in quickly. Axel just out of nowhere, line them up, and Hobbit's there with him. Nico finally gets involved, but it's a 1v3 clutch in total.
2 more to find on 15 health. No bomb in his hands, and Shiro is walking up short. He just wants to take the fight, and Nico's not ready. Easy kill from Shiro in behind.
So G2, do they go back to the Old Faithful? And this time it's Nafni up on short, ready for this cat execute. Can they flush him out? He's so ready for those flashes, and he's going to be able to pick up his first pick onto Nico. Shiro out long with his AWP, and this double up setup is working wonders right now for Gambit on the defensive side. Jackson Hunter alongside Nexa trying to pull this round back. Axel is close by. This rifle spamming through eventually gets Jackson. That bomb, it's held back at Gandalf, and it's not able to move forward safely just yet, but Nexa has got the kill back through. But it's a 1v3 now for Nexa, and he just can't do it. It's too much to ask of the in-game leader, and it's 11-3 for Gambit. Last round of the half coming up. G2, their buy is weak. They've got an AK-47 in the hands of Jax, the rest on weaker weapons. 2 Galils, and they'll walk out mid. Hobbit is ready for Hunter. Can he get a second? Hunter, he is avenged by Jax, and Hobbit could not find the multi-kill on Nafni's turn, but they're just not getting these multi-kills. Great training from G2. Now it comes down to the B side, and Inters has been fantastic in this position. Once again, delivers at least 1 kill. The bomb is stuck outside. Jax has not been able to get into the B side, and Shiro, he's got him locked in. You may still be alive, but you're dead to rights right now. Shiro holding for the cross. This time will start to tick down, and Shiro knows he's got that player pinned.
Can he toss the bomb? I'm not sure. I don't think he can throw it far enough. If he does try to, he might become exposed to the angle of Shiro. Instead, they're going to move up close.
Oh, the headshot. They went to double peek, but Jax just hits the headshot. Lightning fast, lightning accuracy. And now it is Axel trying to get out mid. The M4 into the 1 versus 2 clutch. He's been solid so far. We'll see if he can keep it up and close out the half in style for Gambit. 12 rounds in a row it would be. And Axel about to come through window. Jax down below him. He hit the headshot. He follows it up as well. 11-4 at the half. It's dominant from Gambit.
This one, though, they're taking their time early. That molly into B will flush Amanek out, but the bomb is currently moving into A.
Yeah, up short it goes, and Nico clean on the pistols. 2 headshots picked up. He goes back for a 3K, but can't quite make it happen. But the rest of his team are stepping up, and now Shiro into the 1v3 clutch. He's found Nexa. He will be looking for a second victim, and he's got the headshot there as well. 28 seconds, bomb down at short, and his last victim also happens to be there. It's Amanek. As Shiro moves forward, he spotted the head, I think, there. He's going to run straight over to the B side, but there's going to be limited time. Shiro just has to sprint. He's watching for the drop. 14 seconds left. He's checking all of these positions, and he hears the footsteps. He's going for the fight. Amanek now just needs to back off. Shiro should just have enough time to start getting this bomb planted, but Amanek's going to run him down. He's going to run straight to the doorway and calls it off just as the bomb plant comes through. Amanek now waiting for the window push-up. The tension building for Shiro as he moves to the back of the platform. Yes, 2 angles to worry about right now. Eventually, as the time ticks on, even tunnels could be a possibility, but Shiro is focusing on doorway, and he spotted Amanek. The headshot's in. Shiro has clutched out yet another round. It's 12 for Gambit, and G2, they needed that pistol. I'm going B, and he just makes the right call pretty much every time. It's incredible of a player of his age as well to be able to pull that off. The composure under pressure. And Nafni off to a pretty good start. Inters following up on the MAC-10s. They're making bank. They're also making a great case for a 13th round here.
Should be coming through shortly. Only 2 CTs left. Shiro gets Amanek in the back. A site is wide open, and we might not get a single kill here for G2. Gambit go untouched in that one. A couple of players go low on health.
Oh, they are playing against Gambit, who are the best performing team in the world. A shot from Shiro on the cross. Flash out. Here was the flashpoint. They've been saving this for the long peek. It's not really going to work out for them. Axel just cleans them up. Hobbit in there as well. 14 rounds, as clean as you could like it.
I do love that Gambit are 14-4 up, and they're still taking this as a bonus round. They didn't just buy to win right now. They've got loads of money in the bank, even if they were to lose this one. But Hobbit doesn't want to lose this round. He's got that first kill. Nexa close by. Hobbit seems aware of the possibility, but he gets hunted down, and Inter's unable to trade.
Yeah, good awareness there from Hobbit to spam away, but still, it's traded out. Now the play from Gambit is to go into the A long area. Inter is still a prone to the approach from short and has put pressure on Nexa. Now he has to think about where he looks and tries to isolate these fights, and he's taking that short fight, and he's going to lose it just about as well. Inter's dropped down to 7 HP, and now it is Jackson Hunter in the 2v3. Make it 2v2 with that near kill. Axel and Shiro setting up for the clutch. If you want two players alive, it certainly is these two. It's Eagle out for Axel, and the boost is perfect here from Jax. They've looked away, and they have no idea he's looking up onto the side at the moment, but he's not been able to get an opportunity out of it. They got behind cover, and now Axel's starting to take fights. He's down to 1 HP, but Shiro's still there, backing him up, and now another 1v2 needed for Shiro. He's 18-6, make it 19, as Shiro continues to win clutches. 15-4, map and series point here for Gambit. And Nico gets the flash ready, but Nafany's got into Goose. There's no way you check this spot, truly. As Nexus starts to walk up, the play out long starts to come in, and Nafany is just chilling in behind the smoke, but Hunter and Nico, they've taken the kills, and Nafany's found himself one onto Nexa. Ooh, oh, the B play as well coming in. It's all onto Nico, and Jax left in this 2v2. 11 seconds left. Itchy soars into short. Nico blasted out of the round, and it's all on Jax. Bomb plant starts to come through here for Gambit.
Jax sneaking up through short. They don't seem to know he's here, but Nafany's going to look and land a headshot. Nafany and Shiro both drop 20 in a dominant performance from Gambit.
A 2-1 win coming in for Gambit. They're looking good.